So timing starts once we skip the tutorial here.
We will conduct a brief training session.
Timing starts now. Alright. So this is Lifeline. This is the any percent category. This game is completely voice activated, so should be fun. So, a little bit of background.
This is the security room. Come in,
We're
please.
the operator here, and we take command
Come in, please.
of this girl named Rio, who we need to help get
I
through
finally got through.
her space station.
Finally, my efforts pay off. Is the comm link still live? Operator, can you say something?
Hello.
Huh? Who are you? You don't sound like the regular guy.
Nope.
Anyway, it doesn't matter who you are now. Listen, will you please undo the lock?
So yeah, like I said, this game is completely voice activated.
The lock is open.
It's a little bit weird.
Saved at last. A real head case security guard locked me up in there for over an hour. Jeez. I didn't know what was gonna happen.
But I mean, a game that's completely
So,
voice
what's your
activated
story?
is bound to
Are
have
you trapped
a
inside that
few
monitor room? So
interesting
we share the
things
same
with it.
dilemma.
So, to
And now? First, there's something I have to get.
excuse me, to do commands and stuff, you have to be good with diction, and that's the best way to get through this game fast.
It's not in here.
Is to figure out where and when you can cut words, and how best to give commands.
I'm positive that it's here in this room. Huh. It's locked.
So there's like a few other things. There's
Please
small
disengage the
menuing, but
Just like you undid the other one.
nothing like too difficult. It's basically just spam the square button. So we're gonna hit our first fight here, and you can see kind of how the voice commands work and everything like
Thanks
that.
for your help. This should take care of any monsters. Look, I'm in a bit of a hurry. Just wait there to be rescued. If we're lucky, we'll see each other soon. Until then.
So get up. These are worms. They don't look like worms, but everybody calls them worms. Even the own instruction manual calls them worms. Left eye, middle eye. Right eye, red eye. Right eye, red eye. So as you can see, if she doesn't listen to you, then shots don't go off. And she misses. Which is a lot of fun when she misses.
Looks like you saved me again. And your voice.
So there's a
I
few
remember now.
like
You were
things
at the
to
party.
say here.
I
So
think you were the youngest couple there. Weren't you? You were with the girl in the dark blue dress. That girl you were with, what was her name?
Naomi.
Oh, right. Naomi was her name. And she's... You lost her? Well, no wonder. And all that commotion. Me, I don't even remember how I managed to get out of the restaurant. I'm worried about her. She may be in need of help somewhere. Listen, can I ask for your help? Before escaping from the station hotel, there's something that I have to find. Can you help me out as an operator, like the way you did before? In return, I'll find your Naomi along the way. So it's a deal? I can count on your help?
Yes. It's really weird because
You can call
sometimes
me
there's like
Rio.
long pauses before you actually
Okay. Glad to meet you, operator.
are able to talk to her.
Are you ready?
Yes. And the other times it's like
I'm counting on you.
immediately.
All right, let's go save the day. Listen, operator.
So this is kind of like the
Let's choose a
tutorial to
password for
tell you
ourselves.
like how
You
to
don't
get
know very
around the
much about this
station,
hotel, do you?
stuff like that.
I bet there's lots
Um,
of things that'll confuse you while
Rio
you're
needs a lot of
searching.
babysitting.
Like what
which
should we be
is
doing, for
fine.
instance? So in a situation like that, let's see. Say consultation. If you say that, I'll explain things to you. Okay? Try saying the word. Consultation. Say it, please.
Consultation.
Yep, a consultation. We have to go search the station hotel thoroughly after this. We'll have to go everywhere.
I mean, we won't have to go everywhere, but we will hit a
I
lot of
intend to
places,
follow
Rio.
your instructions for doing most things. But if your instructions are hard to understand, I'll get confused. For instance, if you were to say, go over there, I'd be like, which way is there? So if you want me to go somewhere, I want you to say its name. For example, in this room, there are places like the lockers and the table. You know how you can display maps in the monitor room?
It's funny because
Direct
she
me
doesn't
where
actually
you
tell
wanna
you
go
how
by
to
the name on
display
the map.
maps.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. The map that you just saw, you can access and display it on your monitor. If there's anything else you don't understand, check the keyword list. That list records keywords and phrases that are extracted from our dialogue. Not only that, the list already contains words in the operator's manual. Of course, there are plenty of words that aren't on the list. Anyway, how about giving me my first instruction? What should I do?
Run hallway.
Okay, I'll leave.
So now we finally have control. So you're gonna hear run and run and the location a lot. It's the fastest way to move around. Her walking speed is so slow. Few things to note. The English version is actually the fastest version of the video
Operator,
game
look.
because the English
Emergency
version is
shutters
able
have
to
been
skip
activated all
cutscenes.
over the place.
Not all
It doesn't
cutscenes,
look
as
like
you
we'll
can
be able
see,
to go on a casual
but
tour of the station.
the majority of the long ones we can actually
First,
skip.
there's something I'd like you to confirm. Please analyze this video disc. Okay, you managed to bring it back.
But the government has
So
been
the whole goal at
promising
the beginning of the
economic
game
relief
is
since the
to
20th century.
find
Do you see
this
the woman
girl
who's interviewing
right
Prime
here.
Minister Takayama? Her name is
And,
Helen Johnson. She's a bigwig
from
announcer
there,
for a major
we
TV
have to,
network. I need to find her and
um,
speak with her.
then find
she
our
has
girlfriend.
information that can help me.
But as you'll
I
see
haven't found a
soon,
single lead since the
things
chaos
are
started.
not quite what they seem.
I'll have to check rooms one by one. Helen the reporter, and you're Naomi. Let's work together and find them. Okay, how about some guidance? Where should I start searching?
Run guest room 1.
Guest room 1, okay.
So, our first fight, like, encounters are somewhat random. So, on the ground, you'll see there are certain spawn points. Head, mouth. Head, mouth. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Head, mouth. Head, mouth. Turn around. Turn around. Head, mouth.
That's it. Now we can move on.
So, fights. She missed. Run guest room 1.
Guest room 1, okay.
And her shooting things is completely random. If she'll hit or miss. She can sometimes. I've seen her
Guest
miss
rooms
the
are locked
first
for
slug
security
like 3
purposes.
times in a row.
You should be able to disengage
Normally
the
she
locks
hits
on
it
your
right
own.
off the bat, but
Thanks.
So as you can tell, it's all about like commands and stuff like that. But fights are not random so much as they are
Is someone there?
kind of on a plane.
reply.
So if you walk over,
So where should I begin
there's
checking? Tell me, please.
run bed.
The bed. Okay.
If you walk over their like area, then the enemies will appear. There are also force fights like this one, but we skip a few fights just because we know where the head, mouth, stomach. Just because we know where the enemies will spawn, so we walk around a few places. Run bathroom.
The bathroom. Okay. How did Tanaka manage to hide here?
Under sink.
Under the sink?
So the main goal at the beginning is to
Oh.
find a whole bunch of these
Here's the shutter.
shutter keys. They'll open up doors, allowing access to
This will
more
let
and
us
more
open that
rooms.
shutter.
Run hallway.
I'll go out into the hallway.
So because of
getting
of
interference.
how
Hello?
the game is kind of built,
Operator. What?
we
Wait, I'm hearing another voice.
we're just going to like the main room, the main quick rooms.
Hello?
There are other things to collect in
Hello?
other rooms and other puzzles to solve, but because this is the ending percent, we just
Operator, can you hear me?
go straight to the
There's
end
definitely someone
as
calling
fast
for
as
help.
possible.
There's someone else alive out there.
Run shutter 7.
Shutter 7. Okay.
And so there we just received a mysterious call on our thing, on our headsets.
You'll be able to control the shutter by inserting the emergency shutter
They can
key.
talk to us, but we can't talk to them. So it's a mystery as to who it is.
This should open a shutter for us. Hurry up and analyze.
And Rio, for some reason, always gives you sass there. Left eye, middle eye. Right eye, red eye.
Okay, that was a pushover.
Run, guest room 2.
Guest room 2. Okay.
So,
This way.
hurry,
I am hurrying.
hurry.
I am hurrying.
So during sections like this, they keep the mic open, but for some reason, like, you can just say random things to her, and she'll respond. So this is our first menu where we actually have to move the directional pad. And menus are just basically closing doors. Other than that, it's pretty much spam square. So this is our first boss, by the way. This is the giant spider. We can't actually injure the giant spider yet. So our next goal is to figure out how to injure the giant spider. That has 4 legs, so it's not really a spider. But again, everybody in the game calls it a spider, so
Phew.
This cutscene's weird. You can skip it like halfway through.
Thank you.
She has to thank you
Huh?
first, and then you can skip the cutscene. Run, guest room 2.
Guest room 2, okay. Undo the door lock, please.
So each enemy in this
Thanks.
video game has a different kind of puzzle to it. So we're gonna meet our the 3 different types of slugs in this video game.
Where should I start searching? Instruct me.
Run, bed.
The bed, okay. Hello?
So we have 3 types
Are
of
you-
worms. We have the orange worms, blue worms, and green worms, I would guess. They're yellow too. I don't know. Number 3.
Number 3.
Head, head, head.
Head, head, head.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot. Number 2.
Number 2.
Mouth, stomach.
Mouth, stomach.
Mouth, stomach.
Mouth. What? But that's it. Now we can move on.
So, as you can
No.
see, each one has like a different way to
Dead.
kill it. Those were the fastest ways to kill them. Run. Run, dresser.
The dresser. Okay.
But they start to get more and more complicated
There's
even
a
as the
heal
run goes
capsule.
on. So we grab this heal capsule just because. Run, bed.
By the bed. Okay.
White box. Check white box.
Are you talking about this?
So if you say check safe, she goes into this super long diatribe about how this is a safe,
ready.
how we're going to have to figure out the
Open it, please.
password. And if you just say white box, then she'll
That's it.
just
It opened.
say, are you talking about this? And we don't have to go through all of that. So again,
Oh,
it's
a shutter key.
a lot of
Of all
figuring
the
out
strange places to find it.
what to say and where to say it.
But why would someone lock it away in a safe?
Run hallway.
I'll go out into the hallway.
And that's another one of those puzzles. You try to figure out the passcode. Passcode is written on the dress in Roman numerals. So here we're gonna get another message from our mysterious figure.
Are you there? Hello? Hello?
Someone help.
Who is that? Where are you?
Where am I? I don't know. I can't see anything.
Is this Naomi?
Please help me.
Naomi! Naomi! Operator, that voice, it had to be Naomi. She's calling for help somewhere. Hurry, we've got to
So-
find her.
Run shutter 3.
Shutter 3. Okay.
So as we're going through, we keep getting messages from this mysterious person, and for some reason Rio always believes it's Naomi, and she's right, but it's just really weird that she would think that. It's like her first guess. We skipped the intro cutscene, but
This will open that shutter.
it's literally like
Hurry up and analyze.
it's just really weird. So here we have another fight. Left eye, middle eye. Right eye, red eye. Red eye. You can give up to 3 commands, but the more commands you give her, the more chance you have of her not listening to you. 2 is
So
about
that's
the middle
fancy.
ground. You can actually give her up to 4, and there is a boss later on where we will give her 4. But she has to hit all 4 of the shots and listen to you for the boss to go quickly.
Currently operating in honeymoon mode.
Honeymoon mode.
So this door is blocking our way, and we need to get through it. And we have half the password,
It must be the one that
but
Gino gave us earlier.
we need to know the other half of the password. And I'm confused by this
In this case, I guess it's me. Okay, let me see.
machine.
Even the
You
very
would think that it
shadow
would be
you
locked to
cast
the
in
voice, not
sunlight.
to a voice password.
Successful. The groom may now read the second portion.
The groom. That must be you.
I want to monopolize. So the fastest way is to give the correct password here. If you give the incorrect password, it'll be like, it'll stay there for like ever.
In order to
But
undo the
if you
lock to
give the
sunset,
correct
I guess we
password,
need another piece of the voice password.
it says that it's the wrong password, and we have to go find the right password.
Where should I start looking?
Run guest room 4.
Guest room 4. Okay.
So we need to go find the correct password, which is actually what we said, but
Undo the door lock, please.
the game needs us to have the sheet for it to count.
Thanks.
I'm glad that this is the only puzzle that actually works like that. So here's our first run-in with hand monsters. Now, these are the only monsters that I will agree with are their names. The slugs are kind of agree with. Back. Tongue. Turn around. Back. Mouth. Stomach.
What should I do? Mouth, stomach,
Back. Tongue. Eye. Tongue.
eye, mouth. Okay, let's move on.
Run. Living area.
The living area. Okay,
Behind chair.
behind the chair? Oh,
So
This
Rio
person's
just needs a
dead.
lot of babysitting.
he...
Usually
hiding
those
here.
she tends to
hopes of finding
miss the
protection.
tongue on hands quite a bit. And like I said, hands are the only monsters that I
Voice
agree with
password.
look like what they're supposed to be.
Now we can get into the sun suite. Okay, let's go.
Run hallway.
I'll go out into the hallway. Where should I go?
Run sun suite.
The sun suite. Okay.
So now we have the other password to the sun suite. So we can use that to make our way into the actual sun suite.
Currently operating in honeymoon mode. Please read your voice key. The bride may now read the first portion.
Even the very shadow that you cast in sunlight.
Authentication successful. The groom may now read the second portion.
It's talking about you.
I want to monopolize. So
Authentication successful.
they need you to say the entire password.
So far, so good.
So the best way to say that, and they want you to say it at the same time as Rio, but the fastest way to do that is like
Ready?
this. Even the very shadow that you cast in sunlight, I want to monopolize.
I want to monopolize.
So long as she gets to the I want to monopolize, you can cut her off at pretty much any way.
We finally made it in here. Can't say I understand Manager Tanaka's bitterness.
So this is our first run-in with sneaking around an enemy spawn location.
Amazing. I've heard it was beautiful, but I've never been
So
in
if you
this
run
before.
directly to the second floor, which is where you're supposed
It's
to
way
go,
more extravagant than a regular
you'll
guest
get into a
room.
fight. However, if you
It's
do
perfect
this,
for a honeymoon.
if you go to the lounge first,
There should
and
be a
then go to the
researcher
second
hiding
floor,
somewhere in
you'll
this
go
room.
around the spawn point for the
Where
monster.
should I begin looking?
Run lounge.
The lounge. Okay.
Run second floor.
The second floor. Okay. That thing. It can't be.
So again, this is another one of those cutscenes where she actually needs to get to the cutscene before we can skip it. Run hallway.
Okay, I'll leave.
And for some reason, walking back through the spawn point doesn't do anything.
Where should I go?
Run shutter 2.
Shutter 2. Okay. This will open that shutter. Hurry up and analyze.
So now we have like a slower section of the game. There's not any
There's
fights,
the flamethrower in the equipment room.
but we're trying to find a flamethrower so we can kill the spider. That isn't really a spider, but
It's getting dark.
what do I know?
The power must be weakening. A flamethrower would be in the mechanical unit. Great. Hopefully there's some fuel left. Huh?
So here we figure out that
Fuel?
the flamethrower
Oh man, it's
is
completely
no longer
empty.
useful. It has no fuel left.
This
Why they
won't
have a
do.
flamethrower on a space station, let alone 2 flamethrowers on a space station, I'll never understand. But they
Operator?
do.
I think we have to give up on that flamethrower.
So we need to find a new
There's
way
no
to
fuel.
create fire on a
The
space
tank
station.
is empty. There's nothing we can do. To get to the other side of that shutter, we have to kill that spider. The flamethrower that Alan had been using is worthless now. That giant spider is vulnerable to fire. Let's look for a weapon that involves fire. That's the only thing we can do.
Supply unit.
The supply unit. Okay.
Hurry.
Yes.
Get on.
Okay. Let's check what's up top. Okay, you've got the controls.
So this is our first puzzle, I guess. Huge puzzle. For some reason, this lift doesn't like to go in straight lines. Check. So we
Yes.
have to
Magnesium chip.
control the way it goes
Let's see, what does it say?
and figure out the puzzle
Warnings
to
for
get to the
magnesium
magnesium chip.
usage. 1. Keep out of reach of children. 2. Avoid direct sunlight and temperature over 50 degrees Celsius.
Because for
Do
some
not
reason it
incinerate.
can't go, it goes up
3.
to.
Hold away
It's
from
very
the face
strange.
while igniting and confirm that it is extinguished. 4. That's enough, huh? In other words, it's like a lighter. It won't make a weapon, but I can use it for lighting a fire.
Off.
Yes, maybe we should go somewhere else.
Run hallway.
Okay, I'll leave. Where should I go?
Run infirmary.
The infirmary. Okay. This is the infirmary.
So now we need to tell
This is actually
Rio
the first
what you
time I've
can
ever been
find
here.
in an infirmary. And for some reason you need to give her 5 things here.
way to kill that
And there's a
spider.
huge combination of words and that you
Listen,
could use.
operator.
So
What do you associate with an infirmary? Can you name the sorts
usually
of
you
things
try to
that
find the
in
shortest
an
ones, but
infirmary?
if you can't, nurse.
Oh, so you like nurses. Well, okay. Anything else?
Doctor.
Yep. You bet. There'd be a doctor. Definitely. Are there any others?
Case file.
Case files. Yeah, those will be around. Come on, more guesses.
Needle.
A syringe. I hate them. Are there any more?
Operating table.
Operating table. Yes, okay. Can you manage one more guess?
Gauze.
Medicine. In a room this big, there should be all sorts.
And then she
Yeah, let's see.
she
Being a
understands
medical room, there should
medicine.
be chemicals
She
there.
understands medicine from gauze. It's so here she's actually looking for a specific word. I'm sure she's looking for a specific word in the other one
Listen,
too, but
operator.
we still haven't found it.
There's gotta be a weapon we can use to kill that spider. It's, that weapon's name. What was it now? What was its name now? What was it called? That thing. I can't remember. Hey, operator, can you name some weapons that you know?
Molotov cocktail.
Molotov cocktail. That's it, operator. There should be alcohol in every medical room. We'll find some alcohol and make a
So-
Molotov cocktail. Okay, let's
Yeah.
look for some alcohol.
I used to think
Where
she
should I
was
begin
looking for
looking?
alcohol, but run desk.
The desk. Okay.
Check drawer.
Drawer. This one, right? It's a doctor's ID card. It looks useful. I'll take it.
Run case 3.
Case 3. Okay. Huh. It's locked. It won't open.
Use ID.
Okay, got it. I'll try that. Now all that's left is to toggle this switch. It's all yours, operator.
So like I said, a lot of the menuing is just spam square.
The shelf appears to be for ointments and lotions.
This game is very much voice activated for the most part. It's spam square
Huh?
and input
This?
codes.
Here it is. Alcohol. We can use this to make a Molotov cocktail.
So now she's gonna go make a Molotov cocktail and talk about how there's aliens on the space station.
Let me see.
And how we're not in a movie.
Alan
To
said
which I
the
usually
spider
reply,
is
no, we're in a
vulnerable to
video game.
fire. But he was using a flamethrower. I wonder if a Molotov cocktail would really do the job. But there's no choice. This will have to do. Hey, operator. I'm finding it a little hard to believe those monsters are actually aliens.
I like how they've just
I mean,
looped
imagine
this animation.
aliens attacking people. This isn't a movie. And... no, it's okay. It's fine. Anyways, we have to do something about the spider first. It's finished. Okay. Now we can go exterminate that monster spider. We also found that magnesium chip in the equipment room. We're ready to fight that spider, right?
So now we're
Then
ready to
let's
fight
go.
the spider. Run hallway.
Okay, I'll lead.
And for a first boss, I have to say this is the most epic boss fight in the world. So, just hold on to the seat of your pants, let me tell you.
I'm fully prepared to defeat that spider. It's on the other side of Shutter 4.
Run Shutter 4.
Shutter 4, okay?
So a lot of the easier ways to remember where you gotta go in this game is it just keeps counting up, which is pretty nice. The only thing that's weird is Shutter 7 and Shutter 9. I don't really understand those ones, but so now we have our epic first boss fight. So we're gonna open the shutter and then we're gonna beat down this spider. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Okay, here we are. On the other side of the shutter, that spider thing's waiting. Alright, it's do or die time. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yep. Operator, listen carefully. I'm gonna throw the Molotov cocktail right into that spider creature's mouth. Listen,
Okay.
the bottle's too heavy to throw very far, and I need to time my throw with the opening of its mouth. I need you to watch the spider's movements on your monitor and give me the signal to throw. When you give the signal, I'll throw the Molotov cocktail. If I wave this around, the spider won't be too eager to get close. There's only one Molotov cocktail. If we blow it, I'm as good as dead. Okay, it's time to waste that spider. Open the shutter.
Alright, it's first boss time. Just centering myself, you know, gotta get ready for this. This is epic.
Let's go, operator.
Okay,
Huh?
so we're in the boss fight now. Seamless transition. Now. And that's the boss fight. We throw the Molotov cocktail into its mouth and she shoots it in a cutscene. Not all fight scenes or boss fights are this boring though, so. But the first one is just very anticlimactic. You're doing a lot of work to get to what amounts to basically killing it in a cutscene. You also don't get to keep the Molotov cocktail, so it's not like you even get a new weapon. Run restrooms.
The restrooms. Okay.
So now we've got the restrooms. Now this section is supposed to be the spoopy section, this very spooky section here. Ghosts,
The lights seem to be out in the back.
goblins, everything like that.
Listen,
So Rio walks
the
very
story?
slowly here.
that if you die in space, your soul wanders through space forever.
And for some reason,
the
she,
restroom in
if
the
you
back
say
section?
go bathroom, she actually
Very
doesn't know where that
spooky
is.
rumors.
But the restrooms, she knows where that is.
At night, even though there's supposed to be no one around, you can hear the sound.
So
of
the voice
music
command coming
box.
up is I'm okay. But for some
When they were
reason,
building
she'll
the
never
outer wall of the
understand you.
station,
She can say
There was an
anything
accident involving some
random.
workers.
You can say I'm okay
and
like 3
3 were
times
lost.
and it'll be 3 different answers.
2 were miraculously rescued, but
But we're here for
the
another
last
shutter
worker
key.
was never recovered. That worker.
It's actually the
he
last
said he
shutter
had
key
won
we
a
have to get.
pendant with a family photo and a music box. Listen, operator. How good are you with stories like this?
I'm okay.
Oh gosh, aren't you the conversationalist? Well, anyway, I don't believe in ghosts either. What?
So now she gets spooked
What was
by
that sound?
something in a closet. and that causes her to no longer be able to move fast. So there's a little bit of actually quick wordplay here, so...
I must have imagined it. Sure, that's it. I didn't imagine it. I'm sure I heard it. The rumors were true? No. I can't, operator. I can't go any further here. Please. Can we stop looking here?
No.
But it's scary.
Don't be scared.
Really? Do you think it would be okay?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
So for some reason,
It's
the
scary because we don't know what it is.
action command
Okay, I'll go.
just doesn't go away there. So we can say like multiple things while
I'm really
she's
frightened,
talking.
You know. Okay. Where should I check first?
Lady stalls.
It's the ladies' stalls.
So, again, she can't move fast here at all. So, literally just saying lady stalls is the fastest she'll go. She'll actually stop if you try to tell her to go faster. Closet.
Okay. The closet.
So, like I said, the I Want to Monopolize room is the only puzzle that we actually have to solve in this video game
It's locked. It
and
appears to be a
actually
number lock
make her
type.
find the solution.
Can you open it, operator?
Every other one, if you know the solution to the
There it is.
problem,
There it is again.
you'll just be able to input it.
Listen, operator. The sound is coming
Because
from this
for this
closet, isn't
puzzle,
it?
you actually have to go over to the men's side. You have to get her to shoot a mirror. And then that will show you the password
There's no mistake.
to the closet.
That sound is coming from in here.
And it's just a very weird puzzle in general.
I'll open it.
Here again, she can sometimes not understand what you're going to say. She can mistake read and need
Oh,
for the same word. So if you say read, she might say, I don't think we
what
need
should I
that
do?
note. Read note. But here she actually got it, so that's good.
Wait a second. Rio. Gotcha. Was it scary?
So
I made that story up.
we find out that it was all
Huh?
just a prank.
I thought that Rio'd fall for it and come snooping. Please bring back my pendant. From Meg. A prank? Meg was just pulling my leg. But I can't give this back to her. The monsters got her in the restaurant. It's a shutter key.
But we needed the shutter key, so we'll get the shutter key. Oh, it's the
Now we
second
can
last shutter
advance.
key we need.
Let's
I'm
get
sorry.
moving.
I thought this was the last one. There's one more. Run hallway.
Leave the room? Okay. Where should I go?
Run shutter 5.
Shutter 5. Okay. This will open that shutter. Hurry up and analyze.
Run guest room 5.
Guest room 5. Okay.
So we're almost out of the first half of the
Undo
game.
the door lock, please.
And
Thanks.
I consider the halves based on the clothing that Ria wears. She does have a costume change in the second part of the video game. Back. Left eye, middle eye. Middle eye. Right eye. Right eye. Red eye. Mouth, stomach. Mouth, stomach. It jumped low. Mouth, stomach. Back. Mouth, stomach.
What? We can finally move on. So where should I begin checking? Tell me, please.
Run, bed.
The bed, okay?
So sometimes the worms can just spit goo at you, and that will constantly cause her to not attack. And the other and the slugs can jump low. Shoot bucket.
Wow. Did you see how far it flew?
And we want them to jump high.
What is that? Fire extinguisher. If only I could. But I can't get the fire extinguisher from here.
Shoot extinguisher.
The fire extinguisher? I'll try it. I did it.
So again, more fire in space. You would think they would have some type of venting system for if there was a fire, but apparently not.
But the fire's gone out. This will let us open that shutter. Okay, let's go.
Run hallway.
Okay, I'll leave.
So coming up next is a first fight with a super worm, as I like to call them. There's not a whole lot different with them, other than the fact that you need to shoot them like a bunch more times.
It has to be Naomi.
Naomi? Hello, is this Naomi?
I usually play with the menus here because it doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything.
Naomi!
But you can see things like your items.
Not picking us up.
My name is Naomi.
I knew it. It's Naomi.
If you see my boyfriend, please let him know. I'm fine, I'm not to work.
And we have the scenario items.
Operator, you heard that, right? This is fantastic. Naomi's safe. Hurry, let's find her.
Run shutter 6.
Shutter 6. Okay.
So this fight scene gets a long load. Left eye tail. Left eye tail. Shoot shoot. Left eye mouth. Shoot shoot. Left eye. Middle eye shoot shoot. Right eye shoot shoot. Reload. Red eye. Shoot shoot. So it's just a lot more shooting these enemies
Let's go.
than anything else. Run shutter 6.
Shutter 6.
And we do
Okay.
actually see up one of those stronger worms earlier on in the run. That's the one we went to the lounge and then up to the second floor. That should have been your first run-in with a super
will
worm.
open
That
that
doesn't look
shutter.
that doesn't look any different than the other worms. So you're confused as to why your
Hurry up and analyze.
middle eye, right eye doesn't work. So this is what we've dubbed the
We finally made it to here.
voice activated
The receiving
quick time
point is
event.
just ahead. wonder if someone's there. I'll check. Is there anyone here?
So they trick you into thinking that you need to
I'll check in the back.
say it off
If
the
you see
top.
anything, tell me.
They'll open up your mic and
Don't
everything.
screw up.
But they give you this really weird camera angle, so you're like, well, obviously I'm not going to be able to see anything. So what, am I looking behind me? But
There doesn't appear to be anyone. I must have been imagining things. Sorry.
right.
What about the right? Hey, what's going on? Is it okay to
No.
stop?
Are you human?
What part of me looks alien to you?
So
Hold up.
they give you these sections where you can
So sorry about that.
like tell her,
Both of you.
like, it's kind of like a choice impact thing.
Apparently
So,
some of the aliens are humanoid in appearance.
Here, if I had said yes, she actually would have shot. It wouldn't have killed the guy, but she would have taken damage. He would have
Sorry to
ended
hear
up
that.
hitting her with the pipe
You
instead.
work here, don't you? What is the situation in the hotel? Know
And
anything?
it just takes your health.
I'm not sure what's happening either. But I've been told that a rescue team will be arriving in the receiving port.
Excellent.
Um,
Rescue team.
And there's only like 2 sections
It's good.
like that
It's good news.
in this entire game.
Oh, that's wonderful.
About time.
But sir,
But a
would
lot of
you
what they like
admit-
tried to do, I can see what they tried to do with this
Army
game.
Special Forces?
And
If so,
for
that makes
for
this a
the
military
time it came
incident.
out and
there was talk that the
and,
police department had a
everything
task
like that,
force capable of this type of
it's
rescue
actually pretty good.
extraction.
They
If that's
managed
the
to
case,
get a
that
lot of
means
it,
the police
and
will
I
be
do have a
able
lot
to
of
cover
fun
up some of the legal
playing it.
issues that
So,
will stem from this incident. Still, it's a problem I
anyways,
wasn't
that's
informed.
the Prime
Yes,
Minister.
Of
Of
course.
point of discussing politics at this very moment.
He's on the
Yes,
space station.
good point.
I mean, he,
By the way,
you know,
there's a big
why not?
problem. The receiving port shutter is locked and it won't open.
What's that?
It
What's
shouldn't be
that?
a problem. I have an operator backing me up. He'll open it for us. You can do it, right?
yes.
I knew you could do it. He says he can.
Oh!
Oh,
Good news.
Oh,
Good, but we aren't the only ones in need of rescuing. Get word to the team leader that I won't board the shuttle.
yes, sir.
He won't
Understood.
board the
Fine,
shuttle.
let's be on our way.
Don't know. So, because you made the right decision here, she gives you
I'm glad you're the operator.
a nice little
We
pep
make
talk.
a pretty nice team.
If you had made the wrong decision,
But I'm
she
still
would have
counting on
scolded
you.
you. So, either way, that's cutscene happens. And also, we're never allowed to explore that room. Ever. It just closes on its own. That's the moon room.
The door panel appears
Because
to have
the
been
one on the
broken.
sun side,
We can't
looks
get
off
the
into
moon
the
suite
sun.
anymore.
that one looks off to the moon.
The Prime Minister's party is headed for the receiving port. We need to hurry.
Run receiving port.
The receiving port, okay?
Back.
Back!
Mouth. Stomach.
Mouth! Stomach!
Turn around.
Huh?
Back.
Back!
Tongue.
No!
Back.
Back!
Tongue. Eye. Tongue.
On! Out! Phew. We can finally move on.
So we're just gonna play it safe here. Recover.
Yes. Phew.
Run receiving port.
The receiving port, okay? Where should I go?
Run receiving port.
The receiving port, okay?
Back. Tongue. Left eye, middle eye. Right eye, red eye.
Okay, let's move on. The receiving port is up ahead.
Run, receiving port.
The receiving port, okay?
So,
My God,
yeah,
what
they
the
just
hold up?
they try to
Perhaps worried.
confuse you a bunch with the worms,
I'm sorry it took so long.
and
I'll get the operator to open the main gate now.
that one was
It's up to
a
you.
regular worm panel.
Panel? What panel do you mean?
So we used to say power panel, and she used to talk a lot. Can only be activated by the operator, blah blah blah. Again, it's just finding words so that she doesn't.
Okay, let's open the main
It's
gate.
words close to what she wants, but not quite what she wants. So here we find out that the military has hit the space station. They're on the space station now.
Operator.
Clothing
listen to
change.
this. Naomi is definitely not here. She must be waiting for help somewhere.
Also gun change. When there's a clothing
Look,
change, there's
the
the gun
rescue team will
change.
be here
So
soon
now
enough.
we've got an automatic weapon.
In the meantime, let's go find
It just
Helen
means she
Johnson
fires
the
in
reporter.
bursts now.
I can't do this without your
And
help.
some of the stronger worms will
Will you
now
just trust me?
just die
Just a
like the
little while
normal
longer?
worms. Yes.
Well, thanks. I'm putting my trust in you too.
But the assault rifle actually has a neat little property to
I
it
know
that
this
we
will
don't
work.
get until a little bit
And
down
I
the
managed
road.
to get one of these.
So,
The PM's group should be safe now, especially with weapons like these to protect them.
so yeah, we find out that they've got a
Okay.
giant
Let's get out of here.
army just set up, ready to go. Take care of the space aliens. And they want everybody to just stay in that room, but Rio is smart enough to escape.
Phew. Got away safely. Thanks to that wireless system. There's supposed to be a monster that even the rescue team couldn't handle. We have to find Helen and Naomi as soon as we can. It's not safe.
Because she always gives us background
If
onto
we were
what
to
we're
check
supposed to
every
do.
room one by one, we'd surely find them.
And
Past here's the staff area. Where shall we
she
check
always is like saying go one by one, but you don't really want to do that. Run control staff.
first? The control staff quarters, okay?
So again, you can just cut the
Undo
quarters
the door
part.
lock, please.
It's a
Thanks.
faster way to say things and to get her to do things. So here's our first like fight quick kill if we can get it. So if we don't get this, it just loses a minute, but it requires Rio to be on point and to
Nobody appears to be here.
shoot the thing in the head and actually hit it. You have about, I would say, 4 to 5
Where should
seconds
I
to
start
get it.
looking?
Run Jonathan's room.
Jonathan's room. Okay.
Head. Okay, so we got the quick kill.
Now we can move on.
So, if you kill an enemy fast enough before the rest of its horde can spawn, run Jonathan's room.
Jonathan's room.
It will
Okay.
skip the entire fight. So there, like 5 worms actually show up, or 5 slugs show up and 1 worm, and it's a huge fight. But we got the skip, so we only have to kill 1 slug.
This is Jonathan's private room. There's a voice lock in place. Disengage the lock.
But sometimes she can actually miss that thing like 5 times, and it will just cause things to spawn.
For Jonathan Turner.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, and this is my room. I don't know who you are, but if you want to enter my room, you have to answer this question. You see, There's
So,
something that I've been secretly
this is another
collecting.
puzzle that you're supposed to
Okay,
try to
are you
figure out.
ready? Speak your
I
answer
never
into the
actually
mic.
figured out the puzzle.
Something that he's collecting. What's he talking about? I'll defer to you.
But it's supposed to be really long. Strawberry candy.
Okay, welcome to my room.
You gotta like go over to the candy and find out which ones that she
Wow,
or that
You're amazing.
aren't there. She needs to
Without any
sample
clues.
the ones that are
I'm
there.
impressed.
But it'll give you access to Jonathan's room, which you can then see. Look at all the strawberry candy.
It's full of strawberry candies. Someone sure likes these.
So this is another monitor.
Are you talking about this?
So they want you to say check PC,
Oh, I
and
have
then
to
she
download
like
this.
look at the
Let's
PC
see.
and tell you that there's something for you to download
Yep,
on
this
it.
should work without much
Or
fuss.
you can just say monitor, and you
Okay, I'll do it.
you then just get the download, and you just skip a whole bunch of text too. Or her speaking.
Infrared ray sensitivity upgrade. Install the latest generation of infrared monitor systems to see clearly under zero light
And
conditions.
we wanted to try to actually skip this entire section just to see if it
Download
would work.
successful. This should get video feed to you even where it's dark, operator.
Run hallway.
Leave the room?
Unfortunately, it
Okay.
doesn't work. So when we get to the night vision section, you'll see that it's actually, you can pretty much see. But the game just pretends like you can't. So you have to go and do this. So now we get to my favorite part where we have to say run service staff 3 times.
Where should I go?
Run service staff.
The service staff quarters. Okay.
So then that's a cutscene skip. Run service staff.
The service staff quarters. Okay.
So here we have another. So here we're gonna have a fight, and we'll have another worm to kill. Left eye, tail. Left eye, middle eye. Right eye, red eye. See, so they changed the color on you, and you get confused as to which one you're trying to kill. Run service staff.
The service
Because
staff
you think,
quarters.
oh,
Okay.
it's bigger, so I should kill this one like this, and then you remember that you have your assault rifle.
What is this? It's awful. This is bad.
So here we don't want
What about
Rio
my
to move
room?
at all. So we have to make sure that we take out the smaller things before the boss. So this is a boss. It's something. A plant. Number 2.
Number 2.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot. Number 3.
Number 3.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot. Reload. Turn around.
Turn around.
Branches, left eye, shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot. Branches, right eye. Right eye. Branches, right eye. Right eye. Branches. Reload. Reload. Branches, right eye.
Okay. Let's move on.
So, yeah. That thing shoots out electricity and tries to hit you a lot. If you just kind of... You have to focus on the worms first so that they don't hurt you. And then you focus on the big giant thing.
This can't be.
And if she's good, she'll
Oh.
read your right eyes like
my
they're supposed to
clothes.
be. But I should really start switching to middle eye because she tends to read
My
right eye
pictures.
as reload or run
Where are all
away.
my pictures?
So if you say branches right eye, she'll shoot the branches and then she'll run away.
This is awful.
And she's overly sad because all of her pictures are destroyed.
I give up.
And she gives up. Cheer up. Cheer up.
You're right. I can't let myself get too depressed over things like this, but... Phew. Huh? What did we come here to do?
Warehouse card key.
Why did I come here?
Warehouse key card.
Oh, yes. I came to get the warehouse card key. It was around here. Here it is. Good. It's not all filthy. Now we'll be able to get into the warehouse.
Run hallway.
Leave the room? Okay.
Run hallway.
Leave the room? Okay.
So here you have to say it twice for some reason. She just will not, she'll just get confused for some reason.
Where should I go?
Run warehouse.
The warehouse. Okay. Do you remember that awful noise? I'm going to proceed cautiously.
So, now we're at the warehouse section. So the warehouse section is basically just completely fights, for the most part. And this is the night vision option. So, like, now you can kind of see, and then night vision gets engaged, like, now.
Whoa.
And it just kind of,
It's pitch black.
I don't know,
What
it's
about
weird.
you? Can you see me?
Yes.
Can you really see me?
And then she needs to make sure that you can really
Okay,
see her. So,
Can you tell me which hand I'm raising? Here goes. Go.
right.
Yep.
So it's really confusing because you're looking at her and then you're like, okay, well, it's left, but it's
Go.
not. It's right. Right?
Yep, yep. Ready? Go.
Neither.
Okay, I guess you can see me clearly. My eyes are getting accustomed to the darkness, too. I guess we can move on. Let's go.
Enemy has been sighted.
Tongue. 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 Eye, tongue. 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 Turn around. Eye, tongue. Back. Reload. Back. Back. Eye, tongue. Tongue. Turn around. Eye, tongue. Tongue.
That's it. Now we can move on.
So that's what I mean about her missing. Run area C2.
Area C2. Okay.
She can miss and just, it can cause fights to go really, really poorly. Shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Turn around. Shoot, shoot. Shoot. Reload. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Turn around. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Back. Number 3.
Number 3.
Shoot, shoot.
There's more.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot. Stomach, mouth.
Watch closely. Okay. Let's move on.
And then she just hits it with one bullet, and that's it. Run C2.
Area C2.
So
Okay.
we noticed that you can take out the area but we only noticed it a couple weeks ago, so. Turn around. Back. Tongue. Tongue. Turn around. Back. Back. Stomach, mouth. Back. Back. Tongue. Tongue. Tongue.
Okay, that was a pushover.
Run C2.
Area C2.
So
Okay.
it also puts up like a weird invisible wall for you. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot. Turn around. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Reload. Back. Back. Shoot. Shoot, shoot. Shoot. Turn around. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot. So, it's also... it also tells you the target that it's got on the bottom. Run C2. And if you say shoot, she'll just shoot the target that's targeted. So, for things like where you just need to hit them in the head, you can just tell her to shoot, and she'll just shoot them. Stomach, mouth. Number 2. Stomach, mouth. Move right. Tongue. Tongue. Eye, tongue. Tongue. Eye. Move right. Tongue. And sometimes walls create a bigger hitbox than they actually have, or than they actually look like they have. Run C2.
Area B2. Okay.
Run C2. Run C2.
Area C2. Okay.
So that could have got us into an extra fight. Back. Number 2.
Number 2.
Stomach, mouth. Stomach, mouth. Number 1.
Number 1.
Tongue. Move forward. Turn around. Back. Stomach, mouth. Mouth. Reload. Tongue. Move left. Tongue. Move right. Move right. Tongue. Tongue. Recover.
Okay, let's go.
Nah. Sometimes you can get a quick recover in at the end, but... Recover?
Yes.
Run C2.
Area C2. Okay. Oh. What's that light? This should let you control the warehouse's power supply. It's a little too dark to see properly, though.
So that's the warehouse section. If she shoots everything and actually does it decently well, you can save a lot of time there. This is an unskippable cutscene, unfortunately, just because of at the end. So at the end, we meet the super monster, and nobody can do any damage to it, so you always have to tell her to run. And sometimes she'll just choose to fight it, even if you say run. So usually you make safety saves along the way.
We're all twisted, one by one.
And there's a save point right before you enter the warehouse.
You've got to be kidding! How in the world
But
am I supposed to have done
She almost always
Damn it all!
reads
Everything's
run.
ruined here too.
Talking about the room?
Look at this mess. It's gonna cost a fortune to fix all this. Damn it! Just keeps getting worse. Hey, I'm thinking once we reopen the hotel, we can advertise it as the first place humans fought off an alien invasion.
Reopen? Are you sure about that?
Hell yeah, I am. And why don't you guys cool it with the heavy artillery from now on? Let me talk to the squad leader. Call the freaking squad leader!
The squad leader is on his way.
What the? Hey, you. Aren't you a waitress? Crazy bimbo. What the hell are you doing in that getup?
Squad leader?
So this is the super enemy. You actually never fight her.
What is it?
She's put up as this like big boss. You don't get to fight her. But like, as you can see, she's super powerful.
You deal with it. I have to get to the manager's office. What the? Our guns are useless against it. Let's get out of here.
What should we do?
Run.
Okay. Will do. I'm out of here.
Apparently for speed, she sometimes doesn't read run, but she's never ever done that for me, so. We're gonna get an extra health capsule. We used one in the warehouse, and so we need an extra one here, so we'll
I
just
guess
quickly
it's
go
not
grab
chasing
it.
me. Hey, I need you to pay attention. I can't beat that monster. If I were to run into it again, I have to run from it. Don't forget that.
Run area A.
Area A, okay?
So usually we
Dead
don't
end.
like to pick up
I have to go
health
back.
capsules, but
It's a heal capsule.
most of the time she'll say something really long and really. Run area C.
Area C, okay?
Here you can also get a quick kill coming up. But you'll notice that when we pick up health capsules, she usually says something very, very long and, oh, I can't climb up here or anything like that. So
Watch yourself.
this has the opportunity to quick kill. You rarely get it because the timing is just so perfect. Hind leg, front leg, left stomach, right stomach,
Watch close.
right stomach,
Right stomach.
mouth, red stomach, red stomach. Number 2, mouth, red stomach.
Red stomach.
Number 2,
Number 2.
back,
Back.
stomach, mouth.
What? Step out.
There's just a lot to say
Let's move on.
in that particular section to in order to get the quick kill. It's just really hard to do because you need to give her 5 commands pretty much perfectly.
It's a launcher shell. I'll take that. Thank you very much.
And sometimes, like you saw, I said red stomach and she heard mouth. So run area B.
Area B. Okay. Whoa. We've reached a dead end.
So here we finally get the launcher,
Oh.
and we finally have a launcher shell.
If this wall weren't here, I could keep going through the ducts.
But she's gonna use up our first launcher
I wonder
She's
if
just
the
gonna
launcher
take it
will
from
wreck
her.
it.
From us,
I'll
just
try.
to showcase that you can break things like that.
Let's do it. Whoa! The launcher is awesome! Okay, let's go.
So anytime you see the green frogs, they'll give you launcher shells. Red frogs will also give you launcher shells. And you pick up launcher shells along the way as well.
I guess I'm going to have to walk on these ducts.
So this is the hardest section of the video game, in my opinion.
Pretty high up. But I have to go. That was close. There are spots where the ducts are wobbly. And looking closely, I see that there are broken sections here and there.
And I'm actually not joking. This is,
Can you
in
guide
my
me
opinion,
safely
the
past by
hardest
checking
part
on your monitor?
of the
Okay.
video game.
Red.
To do
Blue.
this fast is just very, very hard.
Green. Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay. I have total faith in your ability to lead me across those ducts. I'm ready to go.
Hurry.
Yes!
Blue. Red.
Yes.
Blue. Green. Blue. Green. Red. The first section is very easy. This second section, they start adding
We managed to finally make it here.
geysers of
I'll
steam,
be taking you to
and
bigger
if she
risks
even
from here
just
on out.
touches
You
it
know
with the
I'm
tip
counting
of her
on you,
toe,
operator.
she will fall. Hurry.
Yes!
Green. Blue.
Yep.
Stop.
Yep.
Hurry.
Yes!
Stop.
Yep.
I just don't want to mess this up and take forever here, so we're just going to go super slow. Hurry.
Yes!
Green. Stop. See, we're going to fall through because she didn't listen to my stop. So we'll take this time to go get a health capsule. Run area D.
Area D. Okay.
This will just get rid of one
I can't
on
go any farther this way.
top of
I'll have to turn back. Huh? Lucky. I'll take this. I'll turn back.
run area C.
Area C. Okay.
Hurry.
Yes. Guide me properly this time, please.
Hurry.
Yes!
Green. Blue.
Yep.
Stop.
Yep.
Probably could have gone there, but hurry.
Yes!
Stop.
Yep.
Hurry.
Yes!
Green. Stop.
Yep.
Hurry.
Yes!
So here they're gonna start adding once you get past that section, it's back to the wobbles. Red. Blue. Green. Stop.
Yep.
Hurry.
Yes!
Blue.
Yep.
Stop.
Yep.
Green. Hurry.
Yes!
Red. Blue. So again, that section really just
We managed to
sucks.
get
If
through
you're off by like a
Let's
little
keep
bit,
it up
you'll
and
miss
get it
the
done together.
opening cycle.
launcher shell. I'll take that, thanks.
And sometimes she just won't listen to your stops, so if you just go slow, if you try to go slow, sometimes even going slow is just really, really hard to do because she won't listen to you.
Up. I have no choice but to jump down. I can't go back now. Let's move on.
Run waiting room.
The waiting room. Okay.
So here is where we learn to talk caveman speak.
If only this reporter were alive, I could ask her.
And she'll still understand.
Can you wait a sec? There's something I'm trying to find.
What looking for?
I'm looking for a disc dated August 8th. Can you help me look for it?
Red and blue stars.
Red and blue stars.
Even though it's red and blue star, but for some reason you have to say stars. And I've tried caveman speaking that one, it doesn't work.
Fighting alien monsters alone on a space station? Well, what I'm looking for is what compels me to fight. It's right here. Watch.
Well, now we know exactly how much of the world's attention is focused on the station hotel.
So here we learn a bit of background on what Rio is actually here for.
Let's get his thoughts.
She's here for the blue orb in the background.
Mr. Tanaka, when
And
is the hotel
so
grand opening?
Well, we're targeting this.
that's what we're trying to get her for some reason.
I was half watching this news report in my apartment.
She must have done a lot of stuff in order to get
See the glass case in the
hired as a waitress on a space station. If she
something
just
like a ball in it?
saw it.
It's something that can't be there. It's something that shouldn't be there. I took the waitress job here to find out more about that round stone, but I haven't a clue where it's at. I thought I lucked out when the same reporter came aboard to cover the opening ceremony. I figured I could ask her. Since the reporter can't help us, we'll have to show this footage to others and ask them. Who do you think we should ask?
Gino. Again, that's another one of those long pauses for
Good idea.
I don't know why.
A security guard would know. I doubt he's sitting around waiting at the receiver port. Let's find him.
So, throughout the run, we can get things called
By the
tickets.
way, would you like to know more about the stone?
No. And tickets are useful
true. They have
things
nothing to
that
do with
can
you.
they're like abilities that Rio can use. Some of them are just silly, and
Right
other
here in the
ones
monitor
are not
room,
so
There's a small escape shot.
are not so silly. This is the one useful
I'll
one
find
in the
the stone,
entire
Your
game.
girlfriend, and make my way to the shop.
There used to be another one we
You can carry
got,
3
which
people.
was
Please
Strafe,
help me until then.
but that one is also not very useful anymore, so. Run Business Center.
The business center. Okay.
We used to get Strafe in the area with Jonathan's room, but now we don't. Use front copier.
Make a copy? Okay.
So the only
I'll
one
press
we
the
get
button.
is jump. So these get added to our keyword list,
Hey,
and so
something came out.
we can do things like
Jump
cause Rio to
is
jump.
it.
Because run key box.
The observatory restaurant's key is in here, but this is locked.
Access authentication in
Rio Hohenheim.
Manager's name not recognized.
So for some reason she doesn't have access to get to the key cards in case she needs to do her job,
You
but
have to say the control staff manager's name for this to open. I have no idea who the control staff manager is. I'll entrust you with that. Can you open it, operator?
Jonathan Turner.
Manager's name confirmed. Access approved.
We did it, operator. The key box opened. It would have been great if the observatory elevator's code key were also here. Okay, we can get into the observatory restaurant now. Let's go.
Run hallway.
Leave the room? Okay.
That's weird. I've never seen her move backwards before, but she did.
Where should I go?
Run elevator hall.
The elevator hall. Okay.
Yep. No.
Where should I go?
Run observatory restaurant.
The observatory restaurant. Okay.
So now we have randomness. So I was saying that frogs will
What a
drop
disaster area.
grenade launcher shells. They'll either drop 1, 2, or none. And we want 2 in this section.
Listen. Do you remember this place?
And yes. So we need to get 2.
The
But
place where they held the first party in space. You were happily exchanging toasts with Naomi. When the monsters appeared, almost everybody aboard the station was here. I don't think there's anyone here, but we should check this area thoroughly.
run section 1.
Section 1, okay?
So we're just gonna get another safety
Hey,
health
a
back
heal
here.
capsule.
There are a lot more scattered around.
There doesn't seem to be anything else. Let's check somewhere else.
Run section 2.
Section 2, okay? Oh, look at that! The hallway to gas section 2 is blocked by debris.
I don't know that it's really blocked
Oh,
by
right.
debris. It's more
When I was
blocked
in gas
by the
section
fact
1,
that
there
you
was
can't
that huge tremor.
do anything with it.
There was an announcement that the corridor was sealed. We're not going any farther this way. We'll have to find a different way. What was that? See, there it is again. Hello? Is anyone there? If it weren't for this panel, I could reach the chandelier. It doesn't appear unbreakable.
We need launcher shells, and we technically have.
What should I do?
Launcher.
Okay, leave it up to me.
We technically have 2 launcher shells in right now, but we need
The panel's still
at
there.
least 3. That's
I
why
can't get through there yet.
that's why we need to get run section 2.
Section 2.
That's why we need to
Okay.
get a rocket launcher shell.
The
So
floor's
we'll
caved
do the
in.
fights here.
It looks like a big cavern. In the back.
And
There's something there.
front leg, hind leg, left stomach, right stomach, red stomach, right stomach, mouth, red stomach, stomach, mouth, stomach, mouth,
Where should I aim?
stomach, mouth,
What should I do?
stomach, mouth,
It won't hit.
reload,
Reload.
Back. Back. Stomach, mouth.
Okay, let's move on.
So we want 2 launcher shells from this guy. Just the one. So we'll fight again.
It's a launcher shell. That monster must have items packed away in its belly.
Run section 2.
Section 2. Okay.
So we only want to do this
There's another
maximum of
frog.
2 times, but we can
We'll get
actually
an
do it
item.
a lot more if the RNG is just not
There it is!
very good. Number
Number 2.
number 1.
Number
Usually it locks onto the frog first. Left eye, middle eye. Shake. Middle eye. Right eye, red eye.
Watch closely and
Right eye, red eye. Tail. Shoot, shoot. Mouth. Shoot. Turn around. Reload. Front leg, hind leg. Hind leg. Left stomach, right stomach, red stomach.
red stomach. That's it. Now we can move on.
So here we want to hope that it drops a shell, and it didn't drop anything. So like you can see, sometimes you need to do it more.
There's nothing on the ground. I hope that monster didn't swallow anything useful to us.
Run section 2.
Section 2. Okay. There it is!
Left eye, middle eye. Right eye, red eye. Tail, mouth. Tail. Shake. Mouth. Tail. Turn around. Reload. Front leg, hind leg. Hind leg. Left stomach, right stomach, red stomach. Right stomach. Shake. Mouth. Right stomach. Red stomach. So there she used one of our health packs. So just to be certain, I'll grab another one on the way. But it happens sometimes where she'll just randomly use a health pack for no reason.
It's a launcher shell.
Run chandelier.
The chandelier. Okay. I can't get any closer than this. What should I do?
Launcher.
Okay. Leave it up to me.
Hey, thanks for the luck, Cage Freak.
I can't believe it. There's more.
Run chandelier.
The chandelier. I can't get any closer than this. What should I do?
Launcher. So
Okay.
I said at the beginning that she absolutely needs to be babysat. This is the prime example. We've gone to the chandelier 3 times now, and we've been blowing up pieces of the
Thank goodness.
debris with launcher
Looks like that was
shells,
the last one.
and now she's just confused. She didn't know what to do each time. I get that it's kind of a way to pad the gameplay. It's just run exit 1.
Exit 1. Okay.
So here we're about to meet a new enemy, and hopefully we only see this guy twice. If we see him 3 times, it's not bad. It's just excuse me. It's not bad. It's just not exactly great either.
Where should I go?
Run elevator.
The elevator. Okay.
And this guy is the whole reason we needed the jump command. Back. Jump. I. So he kind of creates like a little shockwave. Jump. I. Back. Jump. I. I. So sometimes he can just give you complete eyes every time. Jump. I. I.
Okay, that was a pushover.
So Speed calls him Mr. Krabs. Run elevator.
The elevator.
But
Okay.
I don't like that name too much. I just call him the Jumpy Eye guy.
Listen, the elevator should work if you enter the
I actually don't know what
his
his real whoops. 0423. Okay. So we've done quite a bit of
Passing through the central
I would
door
call
of the station.
we've done a little bit of like looking into this particular section of the game. So we're trying to get through this as fast as possible. This is
There's section 3.
where
During the tremor.
this is where
Wouldn't be anyone left.
we just get to hear about Rio. You can't really skip this, and you have to listen to her. So we have to pick the fastest ways for her to finish things. So she'll ask us a question, and then we have to
They say that people finally
give her
begin
an
seeing
answer.
themselves objectively after
So
they
we've
started seeing Earth from
I
space.
figured out a few of like the faster ones here, but
Perhaps also,
the second one we still
maybe
haven't
they
found a
felt
really
separation
fast
was
one yet.
reality as well. But what about you? Are you really alive?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, Speed did find a faster one the other
What
day.
were the first words your mother taught you as a child?
Rio, why?
You must have been a cute baby.
Okay, normally she's supposed to say, I was just trying to get to know you better, but
We seem to have reached the junction.
I guess that one works too. It was still pretty
The
slow.
first word I learned was wir. It's German for we. You and I.
So,
We.
like I said, you don't get a choice. You have to
Mom
listen
pointed
about
at
Rio
herself,
right now.
and then at me, and taught me that word. I love the word. We. It makes it seem as if I'm not all alone. Just like now.
So,
Hey,
because we
what's
went so
your favorite
fast, we
word
kind
or
of get
saying?
like a little bit weird. Naomi.
Your girlfriend's name. You're probably thinking, why is she asking me this all?
We get that kind of like weight, but
Well, I just wanted to get to know you better. After all, we don't know anything about each other.
but it's still faster than
Despite the fact that we're
nothing.
partners, right? Would you like to know more about me?
Yes. There, even if we say no, she'll still tell us more and
You
make
might
this
not
scene
believe
even
me,
longer.
but
So you might as well just say yes.
I've never had a boyfriend before. I'm a girl without a heart.
And she
But I'm
tells
beginning
us
to understand.
the trick to
It's better for
her
people to be with someone
right there.
rather than being alone.
This game is very weird. The backstory is
When we
just,
get back
the
to
story itself is just
Maybe I'll
a
get you
little
to
bit
introduce me
strange.
to someone.
Please remain seated until the safety bar has been lifted.
Well, then again, what about you? But I suppose there's no chance of that, huh?
Oh, right, cutscene skip.
Where should I go?
Run exit 1.
Exit 1.
I always
okay.
forget that cutscene skip because I just do. I've done this run a lot and I still always forget that cutscene skip. And it's mostly because you can't skip it until a little bit later on. So
It's horribly wrecked.
here we'll
Ahead
see
of
our
here is
second
the
Mr.
staff
Krabs.
section. Where should I go?
Run break room.
The break room. Okay.
Left eye tail. Shoot, shoot. Shoot. Shoot, shoot. Left eye. Shoot, shoot. Middle eye, shoot, shoot. Oh, whoops. Forgot to tell her to reload. Middle eye. Shoot, shoot. Right eye, shoot, shoot. Mouth. Shoot, shoot. Shoot. So there you don't actually have to kill the red eye. The red eye does not do anything in that fight. Run break room.
The break room. Okay.
So in the break room, again, with the strat with Mr. Krabs is you want to back up right against the wall. That way he can't appear behind you and you're not telling Rio to, like, look behind you. Back. Eye. See, now she's kind of off to a little bit. Eye. Jump. Eye. Jump. Eye. So he is a little bit random as well. Jump. Eye. Like I said, you would prefer to see him just spawn than do the spinny spawn. Run table.
The table. Okay.
Okay, so it's really important to say things properly here. Clean coffee.
Huh? Clean up the coffee granules? Is that what you're saying?
If you say something wrong, you can activate a fight here, and that just loses so much time. So we really want to make sure that when we talk to Rio in this room, it's we do it very carefully. Run vending machine.
The vending machine. Okay.
Because if you look on the TV table there, on top of left vending machine.
Oh.
We're just gonna grab this heal capsule just to be safe. But if you look on the coffee table or the TV table in the back, you can see a open trash can, 2 slugs, and those slugs spawn, and then they just spawn more and more slugs. It's a very long fight that you don't want to activate. And table and TV are very similar in her eyes. Run hallway.
Leave the room? Okay.
So that's the last health capsule we'll need. We won't actually need another health capsule. We actually probably don't need that health capsule, but I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Gino.
What the hell are you doing here?
Wait.
Rio, what's going on? Why are you dressed like that?
So this is another technically quick time
Give me that weapon.
event.
You should wait at the receiving port with the others.
Listen. I need you to watch the stick.
Listen to me, Rio. You know I care about you. Leave the dangerous stuff to me. Take an escape shuttle out of here.
Hey, what should I do?
Threaten.
Why are you...
Hey, what should I do?
Threaten.
I can't. I'm no match for him unarmed.
Threaten.
Okay, I'll try that.
And sometimes she just doesn't listen to you during that part.
Drop your weapon.
Why?
You can say threaten the same way 3 times, and she still just won't listen. I don't know.
Drive and play it.
So here Gino thinks that she's a thief, blah blah blah. We're like, oh, are we helping a bad guy now? Are we helping Carmen Sandiego? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? We're really not, though. She's not a thief.
Get ready to stop. There. I need to know where this room is.
Here? That's the,
Somewhere in the testing ward?
No, it's the, exhibit room. Rio,
You're not a... The exhibit room is closed. There are gems and precious metals stored there. So you're a thief? This is some scam by you and that operator?
Well, yeah, he thinks we're in on
I
it too
suppose
for
you're
some
right.
reason. I don't know.
In some ways, I guess I am a thief. Please, Gino, turn around.
Turn around, Gio.
Rio, give up this crazy idea. You can't do it anyways. Only the manager carries
This
a
is my
key to the
favorite part,
exhibit room.
because
Mr. Tanaka is under
she smacks him
guard by
right in the
rescue
back,
team in the
and for
receiving
some
port.
reason that knocks him out. I mean, it would hurt a lot,
Your information's
but it wouldn't knock you out.
Okay, let's go, operator. Where should I go?
Run manager's office.
The manager's office. Okay.
So you can get a quick kill here. Again, it's really, really hard. It's completely up to the enemy RNG because you're fighting hands. So if the hand doesn't do what you want, then you won't get the quick kill. Back. Tongue. Eye, tongue. Turn around. Turn around. Back. Back. Tongue. Eye, tongue. Eye, tongue. Shake. Number one. Stomach, mouth. Mouth. Mouth.
Where should I aim?
Tongue.
Okay.
So again, it's just completely up to enemy RNG. You can technically get them before the run manager's office.
The manager's office.
Before the recover.
Yes.
Run manager's office.
The manager's office.
Before the slug spawns, but it's very hit or miss. Hind leg. Turn around. Front leg. Hind leg. Left stomach, right stomach, red stomach. Red stomach. Reload. Mouth. Red stomach. Red stomach. Mouth. Mouth. Tail. Mouth. Mouth. Red stomach. Reload. Front leg, hind leg. Left stomach, right stomach, red stomach. Red stomach. Mouth. Mouth. Red stomach. Front leg. Hind leg. Left stomach. Right stomach. Reload. Shake. Reload. Mouth. Red stomach, shoot. Red stomach, shoot. Mouth. Red stomach, shoot. Shoot.
That was pretty tough. Let's go.
So there you focus on the green frogs before you fight the red one. And the red one will always drop one launcher shell. Run manager's office.
The manager's office.
So this is the second last boss. I mean, if you want to call it the second last boss. Bosses in this game are very few and far between, which I kind of like, actually, to tell you the truth.
These clothes. They were Tanaka's. They're all torn and shredded. Huh?
So this boss is a little bit more technical than basically anything we've fought before. Whoever thought up this boss was something.
Mr. Tanaka?
The quick kills on this are really, really nice if you can get it. If she doesn't listen to you, this fight can go pretty like sideways kind of quickly.
I warned him.
So
I warned him that this would happen. Stay away. Don't come any closer.
So the way you beat this boss, I'll just explain it right now, is you want to shoot the parts of him that are energized. Shoot. Shoot. So if you do the fight the normal way, this fight can go on for a very long time, and you use a lot of pause buffering. If you do it this way, head, body, left arm, right arm, left leg, right leg, flee, tail,
What should I do?
flee. So she's not getting behind him.
What should I do?
Dodge right, tail, reload, launcher, left leg, right leg, body, head, launcher, left leg, right leg, body, head, body, head, launcher, body, head. So, that's why we pick up 3 launchers. I mean, you can get a quick kill with 2 launchers, but if she doesn't read you need to get 4 hits on that guy each time, and it's just a pretty like technical fight. Also, if he doesn't try to grab her, it's very hard to get behind him.
Under guard there. The hotel's damage is worrying, but the loss of VIPs will be critical. Chairman Deckhart, missing. President Suzuki, missing. Reporter Helen
But that was
Johnson,
actually like
missing.
an okay fight. It
Senator
wasn't the
Burton,
fastest,
missing.
but
Dr. Miller, missing.
I've seen it go way
Research
worse.
Supervisor Joe Powers.
I've died a few
missing.
times to that boss because she just wouldn't listen.
In other words, they're dead. The exhibit room's key should be in here somewhere. Where should I start looking?
Run, bed.
The bed, okay?
This is another one of those puzzles that you have to solve, but we already know the answer, and I don't even know how to get the solution on this one. I don't. Safe.
It's a very old-looking safe. This is an old-fashioned safe. I don't think it can be opened by analyzing it. To open it, I would have to manually enter the combination using the dial. What'll we do?
Open safe.
To open it, I would have to manually enter the combination using the dial. Of course I don't have a clue how to open it, so you'll have to guide me.
Okay, there we go.
How many notches should I turn?
4 to the right.
Okay, I'll rotate it 4 to the right.
For some reason, I completely blanked there.
Hey, a lamp just went on.
6 to the left.
Okay, I'll rotate it 6 to the left.
Two to the right.
Okay, I'll rotate it 2 to the right. It opened, operator.
So
It's here.
now this is where we have a super long cutscene.
Now we can finally get the stone.
So
What is this disc?
this cutscene is like close to 2
It says
minutes,
lost
and
and
it's
found
not
on it.
skippable.
Belongs to...
So a lot of runners
Alan
just take this
Honda.
time to go
Hang on a minute.
grab something to eat or get a drink. It's a pretty nice break.
Oh, I found a player. This will let us watch that disc we found. Good. It doesn't appear to be broken.
But it gives you like the whole entire background. It tells you exactly why she's here doing what she's doing.
Paracelsus plan?
Which is,
Are you familiar with the Philosopher's Stone?
well, I'll just let it explain, I
It is
guess.
said to have been in the possession
I
of
mean,
Charles
it's really
Darwin,
not that difficult.
a 16th
It goes
century
into like
European
this
philosopher
huge thing, but
capable
really
of
it's,
generating intense healing
they found the
powers.
Philosopher's
It was a
Stone, it's
stone
real,
that defied human comprehension.
and then
It was studied
somebody
by some
decided to
scholars
try
at
to
the time,
recreate the stone,
but despite lengthy research,
and
their
instead
efforts
they
were
created
in
an anti-stone,
At long last,
which
however,
instead of
we have succeeded in reproducing
giving
the Philosopher's
life,
Stone.
it will
This is it.
turn you into a monster.
The Philosopher's Stone we have
I don't
created is
know
identical in
why.
composition and structure to the original. And
It's just, it's the
notice it is
weirdest
clear.
thing.
An example will make this clear. This photo presents a simulation of the effects of the original Philosopher's Stone as noted in ancient manuscripts. The next photo shows the results of an experiment based on the instructions in those ancient documents using the Philosopher's Stone that we created. As you can see, our Philosopher's Stone is capable of producing effects precisely opposite to those produced by the original.
I mean, precisely opposite would mean,
Healing a living thing so that it may survive, it curses the organism, which remains alive. A number of possible
see,
results of the
it's
use of
just
this
really
stone
weird
can be
because
imagined,
like,
but the most effective
why would you, it wouldn't the opposite effect of life be death? So wouldn't it just like take away your life, technically?
This very stone has been spared in order that your
I don't
country
know.
may
It's
carry
just,
out its plan of battle. And we believe that this is the only measure available.
it's just strange. Anyways, you find out that this anti-stone is what causes all the monsters on the space station. It's the best.
Joseph Kraft?
It's great.
Corrupt living creatures with curses. Just as I thought. Alan's claims of aliens and UFOs. It was all a lie. That means Alan is one of Kraft's men. But before we do anything, we've got to find the accursed stone.
Oops.
The stone is in the exhibit room. We have to hurry.
Okay. Run hallway.
Leave the room? Okay. Where should I go?
Run exhibit room.
The exhibit room, okay?
So now she needs to learn how to use a double lock
exhibit room is
door.
ahead.
I don't know.
We're finally close.
Timing this is kind of hard. Timing this is kind of like timing things in Final Fantasy VII, like where you have to open the doors.
Huh?
You can control when she does it, but even though sometimes I feel like I'm on it,
I'll give it a try.
she just kind of misses it, or we miss it by like a few frames.
No go. Maybe it's the other panel. It won't work. Oh, I get it.
She has to think about it. I wish we could tell her that it was one of those, but
The exhibit room door. It looks like you have to undo 2 locks at the same time. I'll undo one lock with this card key. I want you to undo the other lock using the panel on the right.
Alright.
Okay, you give the cue when you're ready. When you're ready, say, get ready, set. Okay? I'm ready when you are.
Get ready, set.
Now.
Get ready, set.
Now. I did it.
So I've kind of got like a timing where I open the menu. Like some people will start it with the menu open, and I will time it with the opening of my menu.
Help me look.
Run case 3.
Case 3. Okay.
So these are the first actual random battles. We've tried very hard to like get around these. Back. And it's just really not possible. Stomach, mouth. Left eye, branches. Branches, left eye, shoot. Shoot, shoot. Reload. Branches, right eye, shoot, shoot.
What should I do?
Forward.
Front.
Left.
Watch closely and guide
Stomach,
me.
mouth.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for the luck, Barb. Run case 3.
Case 3. Okay.
So like I said, we've tried to skip these cutscenes or these fights multiple times. It's just really hard to do. Left eye, middle eye. Shoot, shoot. Left eye, tail. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoot. Reload. Right eye, mouth. Shoot, shoot. Left eye, middle eye.
Watch closely and guide me.
Right eye. Right eye, mouth.
Isn't there a better target?
Left eye, middle eye.
Watch closely.
Middle eye.
Middle eye.
Reload. This is bad. Right eye. Red eye. Tail. Shoot, shoot. Mouth. Turn around. Left eye. Tail. Shoot, shoot. Reload. Reload. Left eye, tail. Shoot, shoot. Left eye, middle eye. Shoot, shoot. Right eye, mouth. Right eye, mouth. Whoops. I forgot to reload. Right eye, mouth. Right eye. Right eye.
Watch closely and
Right
guide
eye. Mouth. Shoot.
me. Phew, that was pretty tough. Let's go.
That's actually a pretty good fight. Run case 3.
Case 3. Okay.
So, I mean, she's reloading a lot today. Usually she does not read the word reload. She just, for some reason.
It's not here. Someone's taken it already.
So, this is the,
We'll have to return to their signal.
this is the section
We need
where
to
we get to
find
defuse a
Alan
bomb. And this is the
Operator, hold on.
easiest bomb to defuse, apparently.
This cord, what is this?
As 2 of the numbers in this code
Can't be.
are
Can you analyze this device? There's no mistake. It's a bomb. Can you check how to defuse it? Okay, you found the right instructions to defuse it. Can you read them to
it's
me?
just super interesting.
Think it through together. What's the first one?
Enter the sum of the last digits of today's date.
Okay, yes. It says
So
equals.
luckily it does not mean the date
Today's
on the
December
console.
24th, 2029.
It means the date
So the last
of
digit of
when
each
this
one
is
would
taking
be
place.
249.
Otherwise, that would be very interesting. I would actually find that a little
Add
bit
them up
more
and
interesting.
enter it. Yes.
Okay, so this next one is
That
confusing.
seems to have worked. How about you read the instructions for the next step?
She's gonna give me a number. Enter the number of guests checked into the hotel. It's the wrong number.
This is
And you
easy.
do have enough time to get
The
it.
answer is into knock
So
It's 13. Okay, enter it. Please be careful with this.
So she gives you the number 13. That's the wrong number.
That was too close. Okay, what's the next step for defusing this?
Enter the last digits on PM Takayama's birthday.
Try to keep calm. Okay, can you read the clue to defuse this?
Yes, I can. Let me just open it up. Can I open it up? Game? Enter the sum of the last digits on PM Takayama's birthday.
What's that?
Okay, so it does not let you open it up again? Nice. That's interesting. I did not actually know that.
What do we do? What do we do? We're all we did
Relax.
You're right. Didn't he say something about that at some point?
So yeah. I don't think there's a time limit here. I think there's just a, if you push the wrong button, that's it. And it's really funny because she does give you that 13, and you do have enough time to put in 13.
The final number.
And you will explode at the space station and lose the game. So the password is 155015. It ends, you get the nice little bomb, and there you go.
Would you like to take a break?
It's pretty sassy. Would you like to take a break? So here we get another cutscene, but really she just wants to complain and whine. And she just wants us to say the word yes.
I've been trying to remember your face, but I can't. Not anymore. I want you to know, I really am grateful. If it weren't for you, I'd be dead. Here we are, complete strangers, entrusting one another with our lives, and everyone on Earth oblivious to what's going on. And you know what's funny? I don't even know your name.
It's okay, Rio. Nobody really needs to know my name.
If we get back to Earth safely, you think we could actually meet somewhere?
See, so she just wants me to say yes here.
Friends?
Yes. That's why we have to watch this.
For being considerate.
Because
anyway,
she needs a little bit of input.
I'm sure Naomi is safe somewhere. We'll find her. We've got to.
What are you doing? Put that back.
So now we figure out that
What are you doing? Why are you destroying the station?
the people who came to save us are not trying to save us. They're actually trying to blow everything up.
Something weird. You guys aren't a rescue team?
Pipe down and hand that over.
It's not actually a half bad idea if there's a stone on here that can... But, I mean, you can get everybody off and then explode the station.
Fall back. Go now.
Okay. So we're coming up to another one of those close the shutter menus. If you accidentally hit open, then she's dead.
I knew it. They weren't.
I didn't mention that on the last one, but it doesn't let you retry.
They're after the stone too. Oh god, PM screwed back the receiving port. They're in danger.
She's running. Don't get away. Stop her.
I'm gonna keep running.
I love how they just stop there. They don't like try to shoot her or anything. They just stop. It's great. And then they completely miss her here. And she stops. It's just...
Oh my god. They're about to use a rocket. Operator, the shutter. I'll buy us some time. Hurry.
I just want to make sure I get that right. Honestly, the menus in this game are actually really responsive. I'm very nervous every time I do it.
Arm is stuck. Quick. What should I do?
Shoot red.
Yes. The arm. It turned. It moved. I can disengage the arm by turning the lever.
Red.
The red lever.
Yellow.
The yellow lever.
Red.
The red lever.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
The yellow lever.
Red. Red. Red.
The red lever.
Yellow. Yellow.
The yellow lever.
Yellow.
The yellow lever.
Yellow. Yellow.
The yellow lever.
Red.
The red lever.
Yellow. It's very weird. Yellow.
The yellow lever.
Yellow. 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 Recover?
Yep.
Yellow.
The yellow lever.
Yellow.
The yellow lever.
Red. Red. Yellow.
The yellow lever.
Yellow.
The yellow lever.
Yellow.
The yellow lever.
Oh my god. That took way too long. That was very, very strange. Usually you can just get that in one cycle and they won't even shoot you. Today they were firing on all cylinders.
Let's hurry to the receiving port.
And what's worse, if they shoot the lever, then it changes. And if you've already told her to shoot, say, the yellow lever, she'll shoot the yellow lever and it's on the bottom. So then she'll put the
Where do you think you're going? Come on, hand over whatever you just
the
took.
bar down even further, so you have more
Rio,
stuff to
I'm
do.
disappointed with you.
Gino, forget it. We have to run.
Look, Rio.
It's a good thing I got that
shoot
extra
you if
health
I have
back.
to.
That's not possible. The shutter is closed.
What the hell is that? Damn it, what is this thing?
Don't shoot. Come on.
Let me go.
Help.
Run.
What? Okay.
So you just basically want to tell her to run here. And after she runs away, you get the full story of Rio.
I have to let the others know.
So, if you've been following since the beginning, we're back in the receiving port area. This is where we saved everybody.
Who am I?
And now everybody's
okay.
dead.
I'm a descendant of Paracelsus, the scientist from Alan's Disc. The story of Paracelsus and the Philosopher's Stone is
So
more than just a
basically,
legend.
she's kind of like
It's real.
a person who has guarded this
I've been
Philosopher's
trying to
Stone with her family for generations.
It's an heirloom that my family has
And
guarded since Paracelsus' time. It
So,
began to influence my life when I was only a child. Dad began studying the Philosopher's Stone with a geologist he'd hired. The geologist's name was Joseph Kraft. Those two spent years researching the stone. And they eventually uncovered the secret nature of it.
There you go. Like, I mean...
Physically, the Philosopher's Stone is pretty much your basic rock. But what's uncanny about it is the composition. Completely uniform throughout. Whether stone or metal, it's impossible to manufacture solids of entirely uniform composition on Earth. Why, you ask? Because of gravity. The same night they concluded their analysis of the stone, Kraft shot my dad.
It's an entire story. It's quite the story.
He also shot me. I survived. But my mom and dad weren't so lucky. Kraft was trying to steal the Philosopher's Stone, but Dad had it protected. Fearing for my safety, I fled to Japan. I just wanted to forget everything.
Overall, it's actually like kind of a sad story. Made even worse when you find when just a little later on.
But then I saw it on the news. The Philosopher's Stone. It channels negative or positive emotion from spoken words. With the stone, you can heal or corrupt. At least according to research data taken by Joseph Kraft. From what I can tell, he used the stolen research to build a replica of the stone in the lab on this space station. I guess with all the chaos going on, he was planning to steal the real stone and blame it on the aliens.
Aliens.
Even if that means killing everyone in the hotel to ensure their silence.
So again, we have to watch this because we need
Why does he want the stone so
to give
much?
her one
I
command.
don't get it. What was he gonna do with it? Turn people into hideous monsters?
I mean, it does give us a little like sense of the story.
Use the stone for that.
Cheer up.
God, I'm just babbling now.
But
Well, whatever happens, Kraft is finished.
it's a lot to sit through just to say cheer up. But like I was saying earlier, again, the English version is the fastest version of this game because we can skip cutscenes. If you play this on any other version, which some people have actually done, you have to sit through every single cutscene.
Yes, of course, we have to get Naomi. But listen. In spite of all our searching, we haven't found your girlfriend. You know what's happening, right?
I know exactly what's happening.
That alien. Or is it some kind of mutated person that's chasing us? Could it be? Sorry. I'm sorry. What am I saying?
So, the climax of this video game takes place in zero gravity.
The monitor room you're in, it's in the testing ward. She may have been right next to you this entire time. Naomi's safe. I'm sure of it.
So at least Rio is keeping her word.
Place together. I'll go get her now. I can get to the testing ward on that elevator. Wait for me.
She's gonna help us find our girlfriend.
There's only the testing ward left. There's no gravity, but I can use an air shooter for moving. No problem. Over here.
I don't know. I don't know if they animated Zero G quite right, but they did kind of okay, I guess.
Can you open this case?
Then she nearly drops the air shooter. She's just like, look at it go. You're just kind of like...
Thanks. This solves the problem of zero gravity.
Why did that one move and the other one didn't? Why couldn't she just grab the other one? Run hatch 1.
Hatch 1. Okay.
And there are 2 speeds here, for some reason. I won't do what I usually do, but I usually get really annoying with her during this section just because it's like the only thing to do and they didn't put any music and it's just...
The hatch is closed.
It's like completely silent.
You have to analyze and open it.
And then you can't tell her to do anything here. She just moves on her own.
There are 2 hatches. Hatch 2 is straight ahead. Hatch 5 leads below. Which way should I go?
Hatch 2?
Hatch 2, okay. The hatch is closed. You have to analyze and open it.
So...
This is a laboratory. Were they studying how to make the Philosopher's Stone here?
So this section is... we have to run experiment rack 2.
Experiment rack 2, okay.
So we're gonna have to put in a bunch of numbers that Rio tells us. She's not very good at numbers.
Everything around this pillar seems to be.
Look up.
Up? Huh? What is that?
You'll notice she's pretty bad at numbers, actually.
What is this shoe?
Oh, it's a shoe. I'll analyze it for you. Apparently I can do that in this...
Hey, can you analyze this for me?
Keyboard seat.
What? Was Naomi here?
I don't know how they knew that it belonged to Naomi, but they did.
There's something like a tunnel in the back. Could she be beyond there? I can't get in there unless the gap is widened.
I don't know how the computer knew it belonged to Naomi. Couldn't anybody have a purple shoe, technically?
This device.
Did they give you specific shoes?
It's an auto emergency mode. It can't be directly operated. We need to find another way of lowering this device.
Right. Storage booths.
The storage booths. Okay.
Check control device.
Experiment rack jettison. That's it! If we get rid of the experiment rack, I'll be able to enter that corridor.
Alright, so now I can put my microphone down because now I need to listen to
Yeah,
Rio.
it's okay.
And,
The system appears to operate even in an emergency. Okay, let's give it a shot. Try operating the machine.
Low-level emergency mode. The experiment rack cannot be moved, but
So,
may be ejected into
again,
space.
she's gonna tell us a whole bunch of numbers, and we have to put them in.
Request input of the release code
And this is
appears on
timed.
the screen. If the release code is not entered before it disappears from the screen, please repeat the process from the beginning.
Oh, I get it. I read some numbers, and you enter them. That's easy. We'll get it done in a jiffy.
Now entering release code.
Let's see. 9, 5, and 1. That's it.
Release code acknowledged. Please proceed.
Let's see. 3, 8, 7, and 5, and 1.
Release code acknowledged. Please proceed.
Let's see. 2, 7, 8, star, and 9.
Release code acknowledged. Please proceed.
Let's see. 3, 4, 6, 5, 8, star, 4, 2.
Release code acknowledged. Please proceed.
Let's see. 1, 0, 0, and 1, pound, star, and 2, 2.
Release code acknowledged. Please proceed.
Let's see. 2, 5, star, 4, 5, star, and 6, 1.
All release codes
Wow,
acknowledged.
that was actually...
It seems to have worked.
So that's completely random. Those are not the only codes that she can... There are like a bunch of codes that she can give you. And some are way more common than others. And those were all codes that are less likely, but also quite fast. So that was actually pretty good.
Personnel must maintain a safe distance.
We did it. Maybe Naomi will be in there. Don't you think the two of us are becoming a great team?
So here we get a last little bit of story dump. We're reaching the very end of the game here. We got about, let's say, 10 minutes left. So again, this is like another large section of story dump.
I sense you. I feel
Got some
you.
brain activity going on over there. Don't know how they're keeping that alive and how they're making it talk, but it's the future. But they still have digital, or they still have analog photos.
This thing's alive.
I don't know.
I think I can communicate with it using this keyboard.
Please, isn't this enough? Turn off the machine, let me die. You.
I also don't know how it can sense that she's not
a researcher. Please.
the normal person.
For years, wicked scientists have experimented on me with that stone. Over and over. And now this is what I have become. Turn off the machine. I beg you. You. What do you want? Who are you?
No. Don't worry. I'm just a waitress.
Ah. Someone from JSL. I sensed some sort of crisis in the
So,
hotel.
I mean, you'll figure it out, but this is her dad. Her dad's brain.
Yes.
And then he drops a bomb, which could have led to a Lifeline 2. And he's just like, man, I kind of wish I had that game. But you actually don't want that game.
Done for our family. Too much corruption in the world. Television, politicians, the people on the streets, everywhere. The evils of jealousy and greed have corrupted our planet. This is the world that they would produce more of the stones for. I beg you, turn off this machine.
All right.
Thank you. There is one last thing I wish you could do.
Yes.
In Japan, there is a woman named Rio Honheim.
Bum,
I
bum,
want you
bum.
to find
Drops
her
the
and tell
bomb.
her mother still lives. Tell her to find her mother.
See, that's the
There's an account
that's
in
the
her
we could
name
have
at
Lifeline
the Swiss
2.
Union Bank. enough money there so she can have a good life. Will you do this for me? What is wrong? Please. I beg you to do this.
I won't fail.
Thank you. You are very kind. Farewell.
Please, God. Please. Release him from his pain.
Bye, Brain Daddy.
Attention! Attention! Angular adjustments in progress.
So now we find out that somebody's trying to burn up the space station.
Correcting anomaly in orbital trajectory. Angular adjustment complete. Collision with Earth's surface in 32 minutes, 12 seconds. Point of impact, 35 degrees, 40 minutes north latitude, 139 degrees, 45 minutes east longitude, Tokyo, Japan.
Something's wrong. Someone's altered the station orbit. Not all the terrorists were killed.
Collision with Earth's surface in 31 minutes, 55 seconds.
So we need to stop the space station in 31 minutes. I'm sure there's probably like 30 minutes of cutscenes if you can skip them.
The station's falling
But I
apart.
actually don't know.
What should we do? The hatch is open. Okay, I'll come get you right now. We'll have to split up and find Naomi somehow.
So this is the next this is we finally come face to face with the evil monster. There it is. Yo, what's up?
You're...
Please, what is he? Are you okay? What's wrong? I'm sorry. Oh no, please.
Naomi. So it turns out that evil space alien chick is Naomi.
It was you. Your voice. I'm glad you were safe.
Naomi!
You finally found me. I feel so drained. Exhausted.
Please, Naomi! Don't go!
Were you the one who brought them to me?
You can actually see Rio's reflection inside of Naomi. I find that weird, and I don't know what causes that, but it's just strange. Because you can't see her arm through Naomi's body, but you can... I don't know. It's just weird.
Operator. No. I'm too late. Operator. Am I cursed? They all died.
Oh, you're
Man,
fine,
I
Rio.
couldn't save anyone. Could everything... Could it all be because of me?
No.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to have gotten you and everyone else involved in this horrible mess. There's no way for me to repair the damage I've caused.
I don't know why she blames herself for
Naomi
everything.
asked me to save you. Whatever happens, I will save you.
Sounds good, Rio.
Will you wait for me?
Yes.
Thank you, operator. I don't know if you
I have to
realize
admit, the music in this
Maybe you
game is very
already
good.
These monsters.
I really do enjoy the music in
Some
this
were
game.
actually people who've mutated, but not Naomi. She lived and died a beautiful woman.
Run hatch 6.
Hatch 6. Okay.
So coming up on the final boss here, we just have to say hi to Naomi, or to Rio, and then we're in the final boss fight. And after that, we've got a quick little thing. The run doesn't end at the end of the boss fight. The run ends once we say the last word and we get a last fade out, just because we still have to make an input even though the run is technically over. Hurry. Oh, okay.
This is it. The monitor room. There's no mistake. I finally made it. You're inside of here. Hi. Can you see me?
Yes.
We can finally meet. Is it all right if I come in?
Yes.
All right. Wow, my pulse is pounding, even though I don't have a heart.
Okay, so this is the final boss, and this you actually need to put inputs in. They decided to turn it into a non-voice activated game for the end, combined with a voice activated game. So I have to do the weird controller hand here. So the first section of this fight is pretty much the same. He'll always do the same opening, but he won't always like after this section. It's completely random. Left, right, right.
No good, operator. It's not working at all.
So is it gonna be upper or lower right?
Look, operator. It's materialized. There's our chance.
It's gonna be upper right.
It's no good. The barrier's blocking our shot. Operator, the barrier has to be destroyed first.
Upper right.
Upper right. The barrier's down. Now, operator.
Lower left, left.
Lower left.
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 So, unfortunately, I didn't do a whole bunch of damage there. Right?
Right.
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 Left?
Left.
Up.
Up.
Down.
Down.
Good. At least he gave me the spinny ones. He gave her a spinny one. Up.
Up.
Down.
Down.
Lower right.
Lower right. Chance.
Upper left.
Upper left.
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 Right.
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 Left.
Left.
Right.
Right.
Left.
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 Right.
Right.
Down.
Down.
Up.
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 Yeah, didn't get them. Down.
Down.
Left.
Left.
Lower right.
Lower right.
Lower right.
Down.
Right.
Right. There's our chance.
Upper left.
Upper left.
Left. Aw, it gave me just enough bad pattern. Left.
Upper left.
Right.
Right.
Down.
Down.
Right.
Right.
Left.
Left.
So you can get 2 cycle. 3 cycle is more often what you'll get. Up.
Up.
Down.
Down.
Upper right.
Upper right.
Lower left.
Lower left.
Left. Okay. And that's the end of the boss fight. 3 cycle is the most. Is the usual one you'll get. I almost got it there. It is kind of RNG to get 2 cycle. Just because of the amount of stuff that he'll spawn. But like I said, so that's the final boss. And now we just have to wait until she does this little cutscene here. Before we can end the
Finally
run.
we meet. I'm so glad.
So we had a few problems in this run. The lever was like the biggest problem. And the manager was also kind of a problem, but he wasn't too bad. Overall, not a bad run. She just kind of didn't listen to certain parts, and that's
That cursed stone?
kind of what
Blow it up with the station.
what you expect out of Lifeline sometimes.
Let me borrow your
Also,
seat
we
for a
didn't get exactly the best RNG in the grenade launchers shells.
You were guiding me from the seat.
It would have been even better if we'd have gotten at least 2 of the grenade launcher shells, but
Here it is.
we had to
Operator,
do a third
are you
frog.
ready to escape? I'm initiating the self-destruct sequence.
Is confirmed. Please evacuate from this facility.
Time to leave, operator.
Please evacuate from this facility now.
So now we have to solve one final problem. We have to give her the answer to this.
Wait!
It's a 4-letter word.
Operator, can you take a look at this? The escape hatch won't open. Come on, open. Password. My frigid heart. The only thing that melts it is just your...
So, the answer is love.
Please, operator. I need your help
it-
one last time.
It wants us
Tell me the
to
password for
say
the
it.
escape hatch.
Love.
My frigid heart, the only thing that melts it is just your love.
Okay, good. She actually listened.
Okay, got it.
Sometimes she'll get the wrong word. I've said love like multiple times, and she'll say the only thing that melts it is just your open or something, and like
That's it.
she's
Come on, hurry. We have to escape.
I don't know, but that's time right there. So yeah, not overall, not like a terrible run. It wasn't the best. It definitely wasn't the best. It had some pretty bad RNG. She was pretty on the mark for the majority of the opening, but she did not do that great in the warehouse, and she also didn't do that great with a few of the other smaller things, and we didn't get good RNG. But overall, like, this is basically about what you can expect from a run from Lifeline. Speed can do it way faster, but with a little bit of practice and a little bit of good luck, you can shave quite a bit of time off that. And that's still about, I think that's still about 4 minutes longer than my current PB. But again, not that bad. So thanks everybody for watching. I have to get ready to go to work now. And catch you on the next